so much technical difficulties. Oh, good morning and welcome, everybody. Technical difficulties galore today. Oh, my goodness. It's going to be one of those days, but hey, we will go with it. Good day, everyone. Hello and welcome. Are you ready? Man. Well, the moon's going into Aries today. So we have the moon in Aries, and thought of you at 4:25. Woo! Wasn't up yet. Wasn't up yet. Was up at 5. Not 4:25. 5. 4:25. No, that's way too early. But so I said, be aware of things popping up. So things are popping up. There's a lot of things coming up on the political scene. We're seeing things about Fauci being called out. I don't think he's the only one that is involved with this pandemic, but I think he is one of the ones. It is where he is, I'm going to say, there's other forces, and I've said that. I mean, even with you guys have to look at who's getting money from all of these vaccines. Like, God bless you if you got the vaccine, but who's getting the money, and why is it being forced upon us so diligently? I mean, that's the other question. So if you haven't listened to me before, if you haven't, if you thought I was full of shit, whatever. But more is going to be unrevealed. I mean, with Pluto in Capricorn retrograde, and we have the Mars opposition, and now Mars is in Cancer, baby. Mars is an emotional shit. Now, his energy is changing every 2 days, but Mars doesn't like to be in Cancer. Why? Because it's emotional. Men, on average, don't like to fight emotionally. Like, it's like they pop and stuff like that. They don't want... it's not a reaction. I'm not going to say all men, but I'm saying it's a different form. Now, when he goes into Cancer, this is a warrior who has to face his emotion. There's an emotional intellect that's coming in. And to look at that emotional intellect, plus he's opposite Pluto. Last time he was in there was when he was conjunct and snuggled up with him in around March. And what was happening in March? Holy fuck. We all know what is happening in March. So we have where he was bumping up to all of these guys and giving you information. Mercury was there too. And, Mercury's always giving you some information. He's always trying to tell you good, bad, or indifferent. Maybe he doesn't always tell you the truth since he's in Gemini, but there is still truth to be told. You got, and that's the thing. It's like there's truths that are coming out. And we got to look at the truths within our own lives and where we have been being deceitful, because we are all deceitful. We're all human beings. We all lie. I love it when people say, I never lie. Okay. We're human. We lie. We do little white lies. Oh, that dress really looks nice on you. Oh, yeah, I really like that hair color on you. And, we do those little white lies. So this is where a lot of this energy is coming out and coming forward. And I know I'm coming out bold and I'm coming out strong today. And it's that energy. It's about valuing. It's about a value of emotional and confident with spirit and emotion. It is about feeling the spiritual and feeling the emotional and embodying it. This is an embodying this energy so that you could be a conduit in order for you to be working with spirit. It's nice that you feel it or see it. It's getting into it. And that's where we're coming into. This energy is about coming into it. And we're going to be seeing it in the news. The news is just going to get really fucking crazy. And then we have that square over with Palathina with Mercury. Remember, Mercury's retrograde. And with going over to Palathina in Pisces. Just going to say that's going to be a little bit of craziness right there. That's going to be crazy. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, she's a goddess. I mean, she's born from Zeus's head. Like, he thought of her and there she was. So she's this energy that comes in. She's very much a warrior. She has the head, or the head of Medusa, the image of Medusa on her shield. So she has this of not to forget to find the total truth. So remember that. She comes in and she says, you can't forget to find the total truth. You might be reacting, and you totally react on something. That's the emotion from Mars. What are you reacting from? What is that reaction? You go in and you go up and you smack somebody because you're so angry. Well, why are you smacking them? Because you're so angry. This is where the emotion is. This is where war talks come in. This is where people can get very warrior in what they believe in. So there's a lot of that intensity. And you know what? With that opposition and Venus being in Cancer, fuck me. It's emotional out there, baby. People are going to be flipping their lid if they haven't already. And even though there's some beautiful trines, but something about trines can give you a sweet tooth. So there might be a little bit too sweetness there. And then with with the moon going into Aries, that's fire, man. So we got water and fire trines. Let's throw some gasoline on there and throw a match on it, or have a grease fire and throw water on the grease fire. It's a lot. So there's this energy that's coming through that's trying to get us out of this illusion, get us out of the Novocaine, of the numbness, so that you are not numbed anymore, and that you start taking a look around in your own internal life. Yes, the outside world is just going to get more fucked up, just by the way, but take a look at your own internal world, this internal energy of saying, where do I go from here? Where is my truth? Have I been being truthful in my life? Or what is it that I've been tiptoeing around that, you know what? Once that Novocaine wears off of Sunday, going into next week, it's like coming out after a root canal, and there's that pain, and you're just like, what the hell? So we have this is what the energies are showing us today, and it's preparing us for the craziest energies that are coming forward for next week with that solar eclipse. Now, the solar eclipse is going over the North Pole, and it's not a full eclipse. We're going to be able to see, the night before as it's coming in, and we're going to see those rings of fire. So it's a partial eclipse, right? So it's a partial eclipse that's coming in, and there is this energy that's going over the North Pole. Now, the North Pole is for all of us. It is the northern lights. It is our true north, our direction. Where are you being directed to? Where are you being led in a direction that maybe you don't want to be led to? So there is this leading, there's this energy, and with that eclipse, hiding it. Where is it hiding? What is hiding there? And I know with my tarot horoscopes, the one thing I just, I kept on telling them, especially for this month, it's these beautiful painted winged butterflies that come from Africa, and by the groves, by the thousands, and they move all the way up through migration, and they work with the magnetic pole to the North Pole, to Norway, and in around there. Not all of them will make it, but these butterflies are making this transformation. They're following their true north center. And they'll find along the way that, well, maybe I like it here, and this is where I'm going to be. And maybe I want to be with that person, and I feel comfortable being with that, and that's right for me. This is what I want to do, and that's right for me. That's the energies. That's where it's coming in and saying what is right for you, and what is the energies for you to go forward with. Finding that true north is important in amongst the craziness and the obscurities and the lies and the deceits. But remember, the outer world is a reflection of our inner world. So the outer world is showing all the lies and deceits that we've caused upon our own selves and have not faced or have not recognized and acknowledged. And that's where it's coming out from. So, the outer reflects the inner reflects the outer, as above, so below. This is our playground of learning, of understanding, of connecting with all of this. And this is, us heading forward. This is a week where I've mentioned about inviting the bad witch to dinner. Well, let's invite the bad witch to the dinner so that we can get a better understanding of what is going on what is happening in our life, and where we do need to let go of, and where we need to start telling our own truths. And that's a big one. That's a big one right there. I know for my own self, there's a lot there that I'm still definitely still working on. There's a hell of a lot of fucking things I'm still working on. But coming into my own truths, and there's, where have I been deceitful in my own self? And there's, man, I got a list, and it's understanding what that list is and what I need to work on. I'm happy that I'm doing the karmic release this weekend, because it is going to help me to recognize things that I need to release. It's going to help me to hold that space for others to release parts of themselves, the past, present, and future, for them to open up more beautiful, lighted pathways for them, so that they are able to embrace their world in a more joyous and scrumptious and luscious way. And that's how I see it for this weekend. This weekend is very luscious. It is filled with such beautiful nuances, and bringing in the Lords of Karma and bringing in Lady Nada and Kuan Yin. There is such divine healing with that. And with Jupiter and Pisces is going to allow for things to be released in big ways. But it's accepting it and doing the work to do it. It's not just saying, oh, that's just such a magical thing over there. It is like embodying it, doing the work, bringing it into your life is where it's going to happen. There is a lot. I just get like, there's just so much coming in, for us. And some of us, even though you don't watch the news, you're going to be seeing it. You're going to feel it. The transitions are coming, and it is, it's not just so much of the CV thing. It's the other stuff that's going to be coming up for us, and that's going to be shown to us. There's, where, again, where I've talked about the food shortages and everything like that, but there's other avenues that are going to be opened up through all of this. Other avenues, and being true for our true north, and staying steady in what we need to do, staying steady in that, is going to be the most important piece. It's going to be important. It's going to be something that we need to really embrace. And when we are honest and staying in that truth, is going to bring in the abundance, the prosperity, and that we want for our own lives. But it is a constant course right now. Whew, so much. It's strong. It's the fire is strong. The reactions are going to be strong for people. And it is going to, for some, it's going to be quite overwhelming. So really watch where you fall for your addictions. Watch where you go to your escapism. And that's going to be an important piece too, because you don't want to get so lost that you feel there's no way out, because there is a way out. It is listening to that intuition, and also, there is, ask for help if you need help. If you want to start coaching sessions with me, get a hold of me. Let's set you up for coaching sessions. I sell packages of 3 for coaching sessions for people. And, that's mainly where a lot of my work is going to be going into, is the spiritual coaching and astrology, spiritual coaching and astrology, because I believe they go hand in hand. There is so much there for us to learn and understand, and utilizing that energy in helping us to open those doorways is, to me, an important piece for us. And the more we work with the energies, the more we work with our own energies, we create that harmony. We create that part of ours to be honest and truthful and go for it, right? And do it. Just going to send you love right now, because I want you to know how much we appreciate your intuition, your messages of hope through this mess. Oh, thank you very much, Dana. I will take it. And I know some people have, it's funny you said that. A few people are like, are you okay? I'm fine. I really am. I just watch, and I'm really watching. And being a Scorpio, it is, you come out with the truth. That's it. I mean, you come out with truths that people don't want to hear. And in the crazies that is going to come through, not only through the Canadian government, but through the United States. And I got UK keeps coming in, and other parts of Europe coming through. There's going to be some real radicalness that's going to come in. I don't see Fauci. There's something weird about him. I always thought he looked like a monkey. I always thought he was kind of weird. Anyways, never trusted him. Scared to hear, more like don't want to hear. No, scared to hear. Yeah, scared to hear. But it's in knowing you that then you're aware. It's then you're aware. Like, nobody wanted to hear about the pandemic, but here we are. Nobody wanted to hear about the things last year, and I said there's going to be some weird things happening with the vaccination, and there are. More is going to come out about the vaccinations throughout the summer, and oh my God, by December, there's going to be a shit show. So there's going to be, I mean, I understand in our parliament right now, they're debating whether if you have the vaccination, if you should give blood or not. Well, that's fucking scary when they're saying over 50% of the population got the vaccine. Then who the hell are you going to get a blood transfusion from? And you got to think about that. If you're giving blood and you've been vaccinated, that's just sort of weird. I'm just thinking, do I want that blood? Who knows? All the emails, I guess, came out with Fauci. I didn't read them. I don't have time to read that bullshit. I know they're there. I probably will skim through them. But I feel there's, that purgatory part. And I know David Palmer's been talking about purgatory for a long time, and he's done a whole thing on purgatory and with Dante and the information from Dante and the drawings and everything else. So there's a lot there that's of information that is relevant for us. There's the book, The 4 Stages, that that was a fucking mind blower. It was a mind blower, but it was a mind blower in a way that is like, yeah, I knew this. I knew I could see those cycles, right? And even though I know there is light, but we're still in the darkness. We're still in this energy of darkness, of change and transformation. I think there's something supposed to be coming back from Voyager 1, because we've got Voyager 1, Voyager 2, something to do with what Trump put out about UFOs, or something to be divulged or something. So that's coming out. Somebody asked me, here's a few questions that people asked. Will Trump be reinstated? Highly doubt it. Were there a lot of fraudulent ballots? Yes. And that's just, I'm just going by my intuition. Yes. Uh, does Trudeau have ties to China? Yes. What was another question somebody asked me? Do you think we will go to war? Yeah, I do. It's not, but it's not going to be in what we think. But it's already started. And will the United States be segregated? Yes. Yes. Will Canada be segregated? I got kind of a yes, but I think it will be. There is going to be something coming forward with that. And there's something coming in by 2035. So that's over 10 years from now, but still there's a lot there. So those are some of the questions. Make it the vax, like it or not. Yikes, never thought of that. Education. Oh, awareness. Awareness is the key. Education and information to make the right decisions. Yikes, never thought of that. Make it the vax, like it or not, through transfusions. Yeah. So that's the other part too. So there's knock on wood, I've never had to get a transfusion or anything major, no bones or anything breaking or anything like that. So thank goodness. So those are some of the questions that people have asked me, and so I thought I'd answer them for you all. Do you think, I think there's going to be smaller communities, people really working together to unite in different ways. I think there's a unity that's coming in for people to really work with one another. And I feel there's also such beautiful light that is there for us, but we got to go with our true north and we got to really trust it. So I love you all. I do have a client. I do have to go. I want you to have a fabulous day. It is going to be crazy out there. There is going to be a lot of people angry. So there you go. I mean, those are going to, but invite that good witch to the party and make sure you're not, invite the bad witch to the party. Make sure that you're not the bad witch. So invite her to the party and see what happens. And sit and listen to what the person has to say, in amongst their craziness and their anger. Could learn something, because, we all have something to learn. Have a blessed day. I know I came out blah. Definitely, if you want to book a reading or if you want coaching sessions, get a hold of me. We can set up coaching sessions for you. And if you want a natal chart or if you just want a reading, we can do that. And have a fabulous day. Enjoy. It's going to be hot, hot, hot today. I have the fans going. So I'm going to make sure I stay cool today. Have a blessed one, everybody. Bye-bye.